Yeah, so one of the things is usually done with a group of people. Know who's going to speak, who's going to do the introductions, who's going to talk about certain things, and have it kind of very formalized before you even get there. And just again knowing that you got 15 minutes probably on the high end, maybe even less, and knowing that they're going to be seeing a bunch of people that day. So what are the three things that are going to be more important than anything, and have them summarized on a one paragraph, one sheet of paper, one-sided. Just to give them some speaking points and let them know what's important. What are the takeaways that you want to leave with them?
I think one of the things you have to first understand is, you have to know your issue very well. If you don't know your issue and you get out there with it and you can't answer questions or explain it, you'll lose credibility. So that's number one. Number two, you have to also understand the scope of what you're asking for. Is it something that is even something that will be well received? And you also have to pace yourself. I think a lot of us live in this quick-paced world and we want to get it done now. Well, it just doesn't always work that way at the legislature. Sometimes you have to be in it for the long haul. You also have to know who you have to get to when you get over there. The committee chairs are so important. You have to understand what their priorities are. You have to understand what's important to the caucuses and the parties that are engaging and involved. So it's sometimes it's a hurry up and wait scenario, but you have to be dedicated and diligent and build your team. And then it's just so awesome and rewarding when it finally happens, when the bill gets passed or the funding comes through and you're at the point then when you've got a groundbreaking and eventually a ribbon cutting. And it feels really satisfying, but you have to go back to originally understanding what the need is and putting that plan in place.
Definitely set up a meeting before you go there. They do like to have, they're very busy, and so they do like to have appointments set up. Bring along one pager that you can leave behind and keep it concise to the point, maybe just 1, 2, 3 bullet points that they can easily read it and understand it and refer to it. You really do have to know the topic and why it's a benefit, but I think you do know that. And I guess the point would be to put that down in paper. Again, those 1, 2, 3 priority points that they can easily refer to. Try to be as concise as possible. And bring something that you can leave behind so they can refer to it after the fact.